All right, Milo, you're back in an intro, and we have a lot of information to cover today regarding savings, but especially investing. So let's get down to business, okay? Here's your treat. Don't go run away. Not too far, though. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael, and as many of you know, I'm on a journey to increasing my net worth to be valued at over $1 million. And I know today it's a bright and sunny day, so in not very good YouTube etiquette, the light's going to be changing a lot during today's visit, so I apologize for that. But in today's video, I have a lot to cover in this Transfer Tuesday because not only did I make my typical transfers, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a second, I also have some kind of exciting news regarding my investments and like regular investments, not just Roth IRA stuff. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about that. And let's get right down to business before my camera shuts off. All right, so we're gonna cover the normal Transfer Tuesday stuff first, and then we'll move on to the exciting new stuff that I want to talk about. Now, as I talked about in some of my other recent videos, the big thing that I'm saving for right now is a new vehicle for my wife, and it's gonna become more of the vehicle that we use if we're traveling or doing whatever, because my vehicle will then just be used for my job, and then her vehicle will become like our new travel vehicle. It's the other way around right now, but because her vehicle is falling apart. In today's Transfer Tuesday, I moved $500 from my local bank account to my high interest earning account with Ally Savings Bank. This should get me pretty close to just under $10,000 saved up for this vehicle. Now, obviously, I know when it comes time to buy it because we want to buy it within the next month and a half. I probably won't have enough to just buy the vehicle outright. So I am probably going to have to put it, take out a loan for it. However, I have a pretty good credit score right now. And even if I do have to take out a loan, the goal is to get the loan paid off as quickly as possible to avoid debt. After paying off $140,000 worth of student loan debt, the last thing I want to do is go into any more debt, especially on something that depreciates like a vehicle. So that's the plan right now. I have close to $10,000 saved up for that. And the next month and a half, that's going to be the target with savings, is just putting as much money towards that as possible, maybe not contributing to the Christmas fund or the vacation fund until I get the vehicle fund to a place I want it to be when it comes time to buy. Anyway, that's going to wrap things up for the savings side of this Transfer Tuesday. Let's talk about my regular investment stuff that we always discuss, which is my Roth IRA. Today, this being almost the end of March, we got like another week left, was the first time I made a contribution for my Roth IRA for the year 2025. In my last video, I talked about how I met my 2024 goal of $7,000, which maxed out my Roth IRA. And now I'm working on 2025's Roth IRA max out. My goal, once again, is to max it out for this year. So today I transferred $250 towards this Roth IRA. I know that I need to kind of pick up the pace. I'm a couple months behind here, but that's the goal. Transfer as much as I need to. All right, now we're going to move on to the portion of the video that I mentioned at the beginning, is the part kind of excited to talk about because it's new, something I haven't talked about in probably 2 years on this channel. And that is giving you guys an update regarding my investment strategy, and also the fact that I'm now finally able to sign in to my regular taxable brokerage account and able to see my positions. I used to have an account with TD Ameritrade. However, as many of you know, TD Ameritrade has now merged with Charles Schwab. And there was a period of time where you could log into your TD Ameritrade account and it would direct you over to Charles Schwab and it would do everything kind of for you. But I missed that window. So I had an issue where I needed my account number, but I didn't know it. And there was no way to relearn it or go find it because the website doesn't exist anymore. So I had to end up calling Charles Schwab, explain the issue, and it took about 2 minutes to fix everything. But the long story short is that I was able to go and look at my regular taxable brokerage account that I haven't seen in 2 years, look at some of my holdings in there. And what's actually kind of hilarious is that this account, which I haven't looked at in 2 years, has actually increased in value. I think the last time I checked it was 2 years ago. I was looking at my net worth updates to see when I did, and it was like at 1,600. And then today when I checked it, it was at $2,400. Now I know that's not a massive increase, but the fact that I did nothing to it and it started to increase, and then the dividends were apparently being reinvested and doing what they should have done, is actually a good and encouraging thing to see and hear. So I wanted to share that with you guys, that in the future on this channel, in addition to probably my Roth IRA and my savings fund, I'm probably also going to be contributing to this regular taxable brokerage account now, now that I have access to it again. Now, it's going to be a little bit before I do that, because the two things that I really need to do in the meantime, that the financial woods that I'm in, are number one, the vehicle I told you guys about at the beginning. Really want to save up for that so that I don't have to take out a major loan for that. And the other thing is it's tax season, and with my regular W-2 income earning job, I actually do get a refund from that. However, that refund is completely devoured by the fact that I work per diem, and the paychecks don't, the taxes aren't taken out. So this time of year, it's a catch-up game. So my entire refund gets chewed up by my per diem work, and I end up owing a little bit each year. Not a whole ton. It's not like I'm going to go into debt having to pay that back, but it is something that's kind of annoying because it just is. I put in my W-2 income job, and it was like, I'm going to get like $5,000 back. And then as soon as I put in my 1099 form for my per diem work, all gone, and I went into the O area. And yes, I am putting in all the deductions and all the expenses, everything I could possibly think of, to get that number lowered down. So I am doing that. I've done it now a few years. So just want to give you guys an update. Yes, it's tax season, so I'm not going to be putting anything towards that regular brokerage account as of yet, but that is now on the table once I clear out these two things, tax season and new vehicle. I would like to get back into regular brokerage account investing. I don't know what that's exactly going to look like at this point, because when I was doing it in the past, had a very different methodology, a very different type of way of going about and what I picked for stocks. To share with you guys, a sad story. When I first started investing, I actually bought a Tesla stock at like $400. This is before they did any of their stock splits. And it went up to like 900, and then it started to come back down, and I panicked, and I'm like, oh no, I'm going to lose all the money I just gained. I have to sell it now. So I sold it at like 670 or something like that. And the sad part is, if you know anything about the history of the Tesla stock, it's, I think, split twice now since the time when I bought it. So I don't even want to imagine what my portfolio would be like if I didn't sell it, because it would probably be doing much better than it is now. But you live and you learn, and I probably need to, before I go back in and start purchasing a bunch of random stocks, take my time, be patient, look at what I want to invest in, and using my new methodology, which is a much more cautious and slow approach rather than just like a get rich quick scheme, approach it through my new, I guess, more mature investment eyes. So just want to give you guys an update on that. It's exciting. It's something new to look forward to on this channel. I'm excited for it. But I got to get through the next stage, which is tax season and a new vehicle first before we tackle that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for putting up with my ramblings today, for the crazy lighting we've had. The lighting might look different from when I started because my camera has been going bonkers today. I finally found an SD card, which seems to be holding up and not turning off every 2 seconds. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in once again, and I will see you in next week's video. Take care.